South Central state of mind. Either you learn from the best and they watch you strive, or you get lost in the wrong and get fed with lies. What can I say? Shit, I'm still in the gut. Break bread when I can, sipping hand with my brothers. Trying to figure out a master plan while we curve, serve, smash out. Let them cops catch us if they fucking can. Don't wanna be stuck like this with a big fam that I love. God knows, don't want them to deal with this pain that us lows been putting them through. Really, there's nothing better than you. I appreciate my peeps, much love out to my lows. I'm thankful for them days, how we chilled as they go. A lot of homies doing time, some dead and gone. Just no lows with me, your memory lives on.
We're good, we ready, we right here. V.O.T.G in the house.
This is fucking Pale Skin's first fucking speaker interview, and we're gonna fucking rock this shit. So,
Yeah, do it.
Alright, so first of all, can you introduce everybody?
Oh yeah, one at a time. Let me go first. I'm Little Silent from that V.O.T.G rap group. A little thirsty though.
Yeah, Fern Dog from the group, right here, doing up for the kid.
What up, everybody? Once again, I'm Little Lobster, Lil Pelon from the V.O.T.G, man. Salute everybody watching.
Produce, record,
Engineer, all that. Group
do a lot of
Group production in the house. T-Beats in the house.
Hell yeah.
Cracking big trust right here. Whoa.
That's right. So are all of you guys there then?
Yeah, everybody here. We're just at 750. But if he, you know, he normally just shoots through. So, but you know, we'll have the.
All right, cool. So first of all, is where are you guys from?
South Central, low bottoms, South Central LA. The low bottoms. They'll know what that is. The low bottoms.
Low bottoms. What does the low bottoms mean? Because I have no idea what that means.
The low bottoms is South Central is a section that runs north and south, east and west, and the bottom of it is in the north side of it. So and east side, the northeast of South Central is considered the low bottoms because we're like right after downtown LA. So downtown LA ends and South Central begins, but that beginning is considered the low bottoms in out here on the street. So right after downtown LA going into South Central, the beginnings is the low bottoms right there, from the 20s all the way to the 50s.
Okay, and so Lil Silent, how did you guys all start? How did the V.O.T.G start?
The V.O.T.G started in 2015, right after my release from some jail time. I had already been doing it prior to that a long time ago in the 90s. So I've been in the music for a long time, and then while I was away too, I was writing a lot, just stacking them up, and then plotting, trying to like thinking about what I'm gonna do when I get out, how we're gonna do it, how am I gonna incorporate my homies and my family into it, checking out everyone's talents. And when I got out in 2015, pretty much every single person that's now in the group had a talent, and then and enough talent to create a group. Enough talent. I'm talking about like production wise, video editing, video recording, rappers, people that like to do choruses and everything. Every aspect of a song, we had somebody to do it. So it was only right. It was only right to grab everyone, get everyone together, and create a group. So we can all put our flavor into whatever songs we're putting out.
Hell yeah, that's what's up. And and so do you feel that there are challenges because of the time that you did? Did that create any challenges for you, do you think?
In the beginning, yeah, because I didn't know anything. None of us knew anything about the rap game. It had evolved so much from my time that, like I didn't know about. I wasn't computer savvy. I wasn't tech savvy, so I didn't know how they worked. All we knew was how to upload to YouTube at the time, so we were using YouTube as that platform for us. Like we already knew how to record ourselves on, like create tracks and everything. Little Trust was already on that. And then, but we weren't that good at mixing and mastering. So, I mean, it wasn't the best sounding music, but when you produce like good content, like sometimes they don't even care about how it sounds, as long as what you're saying and the beat is knocking, then, people gonna hear you out. But yeah, that was the first challenge. We, understanding the computer, understanding the softwares and how to use them, and like I always say, we're self-taught. No one's taught us anything, so it took us a little while.
Yeah,
it took us a little while, but we're picking up pretty good.
Okay, and then so just you, like, did you do the mixtape like before you got locked up, or did the mixtape come after when you got out?
No, my old music from the 90s, my what ended up being my mixtape, it started off by, I would just make a song here and there, and just for the homies, to bump in the hood. I'll make a song, and then I'll see how everyone liked it and how everyone wanted me to do more, and then I'll do another song, then another song. But this was within a 4-year span. From 1994 to 1998, I would just release a song every now and then, and by the time I got out in '98, by the time I got busted in '98, I probably had made over 20 songs, and then when I left, my brothers, they practically put it together and like burned it onto a CD and just created a mixtape, and. But yeah, yeah, but it didn't. It was just, I was just doing songs for the hood. I wasn't thinking of a future or anything, because when you're active on the streets,
right.
When you're active on the streets, there ain't no future. So so that's how it started. Yeah.
And then so then when you were locked up, then that's when like V.O.T.G, Big Trust, Little Trust, they started listening to your music, and then they just kind of picked up and started like doing that.
Yeah, well, in my neighborhood, like my mixtape was kind of like the hood anthem. Like that's what everyone used to bump. That's what everyone grew up on. They're all like in the same age range, so they all grew up to my music. And yeah, they just kind of were inspired. Eventually, when they got to the age where they got their hands on some sort of musical equipment, they went ahead and started trying to learn, but yeah, it was all inspired by my old mixtape while I was gone, so I didn't even, like, I'm not thinking nothing. I'm doing my time. I'm not thinking, I'm not thinking about what my mixtape was creating. But at the end of the day, now that, from hindsight, we know that, hey, all that created what we have now, this group,
Okay, and so this is to your nephews, V.O.T.G, Big Trust, Little Trust, and so your guys' lyrics, did you guys just kind of go off of Little Silent, like listen to that mixtape, or did you write songs like about where it is, what inspires you for your lyrics?
Yeah, well, basically, I always listen to his mixtape and stuff. Like I said, I used to flow just memorize his. So when I was little, I'll just I'll flow out him, a little bit. I just switch it up. Like it'll make it easier for me to do it like that. Like what I knew, I just flow in different words. So I'll create my own, but in his flow, but in my own words.
Put my name on it. Put his name on it.
But it was just a way to like create my own. Like I got my estilo like that, so that's how I kind of got estilo. But I like that, it'll make it easier for me. So that's how I kind of created my own way. Like I started going off that, and then I just at the end of the day I started like freestyling or doing my own thing, And now freestyles, I'll kind of like, write styles. I just remember stuff, and that's how it all started, And as it,
Okay.
my big bro, he used to do it like when we were little kids too and shit. Like he when we were like little, when Lil Silent was still busted, he used to try to write. Like at 13, 14, he would try to write and stuff. He had his own little boombox. He'll have his little cassette player, and he'll record off that. And he used to try to do that shit too, you know.
That's how it basically started off, you know, going off of Lil Silent's little gangster mixtape we left behind, you know, throughout the years he was gone. That's what we're following off of. But you know, at the same time, you know, we all started picking up game off of it, and that's how we kept going along with it. You know, and kept that vibe going. So when he got out, there was already something going on. You know, something popping up. So we were ready.
At that around them times when Big Trust was busted or getting busted, he got out of where I started getting busted, and at the time I was busted. My little brother started rapping with one of my homeboys, Bcino. He'll start rapping with him before and shit.
I was like probably like 11, 12 years old when I started writing, and I had an MP3 that Big Trust had gave me, and I used to record on that back then.
So we all kind of grew up like that. So when I was in juvenile halls trying to rap too, he was already doing his little stuff and stuff, you know, like making probably little beats with Bcino. And they used to go hard, so when they'll come like visit me afterwards, whatever, I got placement, you know, camp or whatever, they'll go visit me and they already have bars ready and stuff, you know, like they'll be rapping to me like, hey, look what we're doing, and they'll sound real, you know, they were still like, they had to get a little work in, but they had a little style that I knew that was gonna crack, you know, like my homeboy Bcino, he had this shit going, and like they were together, you know, they were partners, so they grew up together off that, and they created their own way. In a way, they created their own way in their own lyrics. They didn't go based off much, you know. Probably like based off Lil Silent as well, but there's also a lot of other rappers, you know, in the game that we also, you know, we go based off, you know, like I said, like I change my own words. Lil Silent, I'll do that with certain other people. Not that I'm still in their flow, it's just that like that'll teach me, you know, but. That's how, you know, they did a little thing too. So when I was busted, they'll do that. I got out. We started kind of doing our own thing with me and my brother and Lil Trust and Bcino. Big Trust still wasn't kind of messing with it, but like he got to it at the time that Lil Silent got out. He got more serious with that. But like Lil Trust and Bcino, my other homeboy, he's not around now, but he's still doing his thing, his music. Shout out Bcino, you know. But Lil Trust was doing that. That's when I got out, like probably I forgot what year. I think it was like 2015. After all that, they already had it going. So Lil Silent, I think he got out around that time, and that's where it started cracking. That's when we started kind of going with Lil Silent, pumped up, you know, we were all pumped up, so we had to go full force.
Yeah. So did you guys like, you don't have to fucking answer it, but like, did you guys like have to fucking do time and shit too? Like,
yeah. I did time. I did a little amount of time. I did like 2 years in the halls fighting my case.
We went out, you know, we're in and out.
And in camp, you know, I fought my case in the halls a year and little stuff like that, you know, but yeah. And got a year after that. Then Big Trust got his little time before. I mean, Big Trust, yeah, he got his time. Then Lil Trust, after me, Lil Trust got his time too. He went to the halls as well for messing around in the street, you know, for gang banging and all that. So yeah, we got our little story within us brothers. But these are my brothers. Big Trust is my brother, and Little Trust is my brother. So
I'm the youngest,
you know. But that's how we kind of came about.
But we kept going about the same. You know, it was just a different generation. Same shit was going on.
And recently, like now, the other two homeboys, like I got Fern Dog. That's my big bro's girl's cousin. He's the homeboy we know since we're little kids too. Fern Dog, he does beats as well. At Group Productions, he does beats. So they've been doing this for a while, like a few years back. I'm not sure as much, but probably around the time that we started 15. And as well for the homie Critical, he barely got with her like a while, probably like a year in or more, like a year. And then 1050, we know him. I known him personally my whole life. He lived across the street from me on my area, in my hood and shit. Right there where we stay at, where we grew up at on 27th Street in Maple, on our area. So 1050 grew up like that as well, and we always knew him. He messed around with music his whole life as well as as teenagers, you know, as young kids, like say 12, 13 to music too. He always did little things, so he never took it far with us back then. But like now, like he sees what we're doing and shit. Not what we're doing, but he's been kept in touch with us. You feel me? But right now, like we see what he has and we like what he does, and we pull him. You know, we be in the studio having fun. So that's how that went about. And at the end of the day, he became a V.O.T.G. as well as the homie Critical. You know, but Rule Production, he's our beat makers as well. You know, so that's how we all came about recently. You know.
Yeah. Well, I think I think when I learned that all of you guys were, family or like, just like family, related. Like you guys grew up together, and I think that was really fucking dope because, I don't think there's any other fucking group out there that can say like they're rolling like that,
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And that's right down to your guys' fucking, productions and shit, like you guys got it down, to the very end. So
and we're all somehow we're all somehow like I said, we're all close by, like no far black rate. We're not too far from each other. We're all around. We all grew up in the same neighborhood. As in for my boy 750, a few blocks down from us, but he grew up. I mean, my boy Critical, a few blocks up from us, but he grew up around that area as well his whole life, and he going hard. Wicked flowers right there. Him and 750, homeboy Critical right here, and the other homie's 50. He's not here right now, but salute the homie. Like just letting y'all know where he come from. I know him my whole life. Almost and shit. So,
yeah.
But he's
that's fucking dope. And so so for did you guys kind of like show a little silent, like when you guys would like go visit him or something? Were you guys like showing him what you guys were writing and shit as time went on? Or
not really, because when he was these guys when they were a little older, they were already on probation and all that, so they couldn't really go see me anymore. But when they were little kids, of course, they showed that they liked the music. They used to tell me, rap to me, everything. Older, like as more taught artists, at least trying to what they were learning. I didn't. They would do it over the phone during visiting. They would show me their beats that they were making or the songs that they had created. But that was over the phone. See me anymore because everyone was already, gang affiliated, probation and whatnot. And when they don't allow people that have that type of cases to come see you. So
okay.
So I didn't see them for many years, for like 10 years, like I would just talk to them on the phone and then
okay.
But I mean I used to tell them over the phone all the time, hey, don't trip, like I'm almost out, and pump them up to keep doing what they were doing, and they did. And they just got better, and that's how it all started.
Okay. And how much you guys' clothing line? How did that come about? Was that something you guys always planned, or when did you guys start that clothing line?
The clothing wasn't nothing that we had planned or anything. How that came about, because we made shirts and sweaters for ourselves. Just went to a
Blackie Fontana.
Yeah, I went to Blackie Fontana's benefit concert a couple years ago, and then we wanted to represent, so we made some sweaters and some shirts, and then people would ask us like when we'll post the pictures or post videos, that the fans would ask us, hey, how can I get one of those? And we kind of just like, wow, really didn't pay too much attention to it until more and more people were asking, hey, you should sell them, I want one. And so we're like, okay, let's just do it. And, it wasn't something that. I mean, of course, it comes with the territory in this game, eventually. But I mean, we just did it because because the fans wanted it, and we're about the fans, So
right, yeah, for sure. That's I think I like your guys' logo you guys got. Who created your guys' V.O.T.G logo?
I did actually.
Who fucking?
Yeah, I put it together.
Oh.
Yeah. So I kind of just played with some fonts, and it just came together. And I mean, to me, it was. I mean, I liked it. I liked the way it came out. But you know, those were my eyes as I'm creating it. You know, when you're the creator, you don't see it like other people see it. And once other people start seeing it and telling me like, hey, that logo was bad, and I was like, you know, I didn't think nothing of it, but you know, then I started kind of thinking outside the box. Like, you know what? Actually, it does look good. You know, like it's a brand. You know, it's just like the LA sign. You know, like the LA sign is simple, but it's simple, but there's so much behind it. You know.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think, you know, I see a lot of people, you know, like wearing that shit, you know, and fucking, they look good, you know. So, I mean, I think that was a good idea, you know. You guys really put that shit down for the fans, you know.
Thank you.
So, you know, I think that's awesome, you know. And for, did you guys get an award or something? Like, somewhat.
I know what you're talking about. That's so how all that came about was our last year in September we put out an album, the V.O.T.G, the official V.O.T.G album, titled South Central State of Mind, and in that album we also have a track called South Central State of Mind, and it's a pretty deep song. You know, like everyone that's on the track speaks on, you know, whatever they went through as a kid growing up in the hood. And and then Root Productions produced that beat, and I mean it was like a heartfelt beat, you know, like it was pretty good. And then so we all stepped up our game to make sure the song came out nice, and whatever, we put it out, the album came out, and then it caught the attention of Timur Butsin, which he's a short film director. That we end up meeting him, you know, just through mutual friends, and we were invited to one of his movie premieres, one of his short film premieres. We met him through there, and we told, you know, he asked about us, he asked about, you know, about our music. Eventually, he started hearing our music, and it inspired him because his, you know, the type of films he makes are almost based on the lifestyle that we present in our music. So he was inspired by our music. Yeah, he was inspired by our music, and when he heard that song, South Central State of Mind, it just we smoking too much. Alarm came on, but
turn on the fan.
He contacted us about the video for that song. He says, hey, you know what? I think we can do something nice for that song because it's a good song, and you know, this and that, and then we connected with him. We went ahead and did that video, South Central State of Mind, which is on YouTube, Ghetto Lifers page, and that thing it came out real good. A lot of positive feedback on that, like nothing but positive feedback actually. And since Timur Butsin has those plugs, because he's in that film industry. You know, he tossed the video out to some film festivals, and we got selected in five film festivals. I'm talking about in India, in England, and a few out here in the United States. We got selected as, you know, best video of the year, or however that works. And then, but we didn't win one. As of now, we've won one out of those five. We won a gold award in January. Yeah.
In LA, no?
Yeah, that was that one was called the short film. Oh no, wait, what was it called? The short film something. Yeah, but it's official like that. Yeah, it's something, you know, like, because these people deal with movies, you know, like films, and they felt like our video was up there in that type of, you know, like, that category where the video looked almost like a film, you know?
Yeah, for sure. No, it's a good video, you know. Absolutely. I fucking, you know, that's a good song. And, you know, like you were saying, you guys are each like rapping about something, you know, that means something to you.
Yeah.
And, you know, you can really tell that, you know, that's like some real heartfelt shit, you know. And, that's what music should do, you know. It should speak to you in a way. And I feel like that song, you know, like it definitely fucking speaks to the people, you know. Kind of like a little thing on what you guys, you know, went through. So You know, I think that's dope. And same thing, you know, with you know, the Loxas, you know, that one too. And then, you know, like you guys got was it Critical Trust? Is that an album? Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Which one?
Trust is critical. Trust is critical.
Trust is critical.
Oh yeah.
It's
Okay.
it's an album produced by me, but it's a collab album with me and Critical.
It's a duo, like what I was telling you.
Yeah.
It's like a group within the group. It's a duo, you know, like
Right.
because they went hard on a different aspect of life, you know, which is, you know, like relationships, ups and downs. You know, it's pretty much what it is. And then
Okay.
they just came up with the idea to say, you know what, like we have all these songs that touch on those subjects. How about we just do an album, you know, like, because on most songs, actually 99% of the songs, it's just them two, Critical and Little Trust. So, you know, like we came up with the idea to call their duo group Trust is Critical because there is meaning behind it. First of all, Trust is Little Trust, and then Critical, obviously. But you know, even though the title itself, has, you know, it has meaning, you know, to a relationship.
Yeah.
And that whole thing, that whole thing with relationship. And then, but yeah, so every song is pretty much like a relationship song, you know, and people take it however they want to take it. Yeah.
And that album, I like it because me and Critical, we showed two different sides of where you could stand on things. Like things could be fucked up at times, or things could be cool. And I think that, like throughout the whole album, you could hear the difference between me and Critical. You know, we got two different stories. You know, he had his life, I got my life. You know, so it has them two different stories, and I know people relate to both. You know.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. No, I think that's, you know, that's fucking dope. You guys do, you know, little projects together within the group, you know, putting out shit together, or, you know, who else has like albums, you know, that, you know, are out, and you know, who's got some albums out
right now? Well, let's say Big Trust. Let's say Big Trust first. Big Trust has his mixtape out on SoundCloud. We're gonna eventually finish up his album that will be on Apple and all streaming services. But right now he has his
Getaways.
Yeah, My Getaways. That's the name of his mixtape
On SoundCloud.
Big Trust. SoundCloud Ghetto Lifers. That shit's a banger right there.
You know, help from the group. You know, always. You know, that's just cracking, and check that shit out, man. It's on SoundCloud, official Ghetto Lifers page.
Yeah. And then
album will be out pretty soon.
His album is in the works. It's gonna be good. And then Lokes the P has his album and mixtape. You can find his mixtape on SoundCloud too. It's called My Getaways. No, my bad. His album is called The G House. The G House. And then his album is called Ghetto Child. Both of them bangers. All G-Funk.
And he has a single off the mixtape too from my Lokesters on iTunes and all them platforms, all them digital platforms.
And he'll be featuring in a novela.
And then Little Silent got his album out too.
But we got another one too coming out. His own French dog. He got his Henny Melodies, his mixtape coming out soon.
This month, it's dropping this month.
Yeah, Henny Melodies by Fern Dog. That's already kind of pretty much. It's already done. We just gotta put it out.
No touches, last touches.
Yeah.
Okay. And so being, you know, there's you know, I guess basically the 5 of you, 6 of you rap, correct?
7.
That would be Lokes the P, Big Trust, Little Trust, Fern Dog, Critical 1, and 750. Are those the rappers?
You forgot me though, but it's cool.
I'm sorry.
The main one.
Give me a tissue. Yeah, but yeah, that's everybody. So, you know, when we go, I mean, all our mixtapes, all our, you're gonna hear everybody on there. Like, we're all gonna feature on each other's shit. But if you check out our V.O.T.G album, that's when you hear, well, most of us on there, because Critical and 750 kind of came right after the album. But we're already working on another V.O.T.G album. That shit's already, so man, that shit. Now we got everybody on there, so that shit gonna go hard.
Shit, be ready
So-
for the next
We up street act, dude.
album.
Hell yeah. And so how do you guys settle like decisions like amongst the group? How do you guys decide stuff? You guys must not always agree, or you always like feel the same way, or how does that work?
Everybody goes hard, so anybody's verse fits anywhere. Like if it's a V.O.T.G album or any, aside from the Trust is Critical, obviously that was focused more on one aspect. Yeah, but when it comes to just anyone's mixtape or V.O.T.G, like everybody's open to rap about whatever they want. Like there is no subject, like just jump on the track and say whatever you have to say, whatever's on your chest. There's no subjects. It's just whatever you feel, wherever the beat takes you,
It could be anything.
So I mean, we don't tell anybody anything. I mean, everyone's, to me, like we're all pretty much professionals. What we want to do once we hear the beat, so we don't, it don't matter. Whoever gets on whatever song it's gonna sound good to us, so we just let it go, however we have so many beats. I mean, we got Little Truz, we got Fern Dog, we got Root Production, we got T Beats. So imagine how many we got beats like non-stop.
We got T-Beats, man.
Non-stop.
Slipping on T-Beats.
So we got beats, and so it don't matter what it just don't matter. We just rap, just get on the beat. And like to us, we're more happy to know that you got on the beat rather than anything else,
Okay, and then so you guys always come together then on Friday, and then you guys do your music thing like every Friday. Is that what you do?
Friday, Saturday, like mainly the weekends when you can find everybody, because that's when everyone's taking their little break time. But all week is something's going on all week though.
I don't sleep sometimes.
Yeah.
Every day there's something going on, a little something, just hopping on the computer. Or
not everybody's here every day, but somebody's here every day, So, but yeah, in the weekends when you're gonna catch everybody, like everyone deep and doing our little thing,
Right, because I bet everyone's got like their families, they got basically their own thing going on, and so you guys just kind of make it work and just come together.
That's what it is. Everyone has their jobs, they got their family, so when we can't come together, then we do it, so that's how we do it. Yeah.
And so what would you say is like your main inspiration for you guys as a group, like to keep going and to keep doing music?
I mean, I guess we all have a different inspiration. Me, it's the future. To me, it's like knowing that I know what the future holds, like for any artist. I know what's there at the end of the road. At the end of the road, everyone wants to be successful and make money off this music. We're all gonna work and we're all gonna have to do what life makes us do, because life, you have to work, you have to function in life. But if this music game gives us some type of side hustle, shit, that's what motivates me. I want to get to that. I want to get to where I got a fat pocket just on fucking music, and then another fat pocket on because of my work. And that's me.
Yeah.
But I guess everyone feels the same way, I don't see why not.
Okay.
But besides that, we try to build our catalog too. We're just trying to build our catalog up. Like we're trying to throw as much as we can.
Okay. Well, really, like, who doesn't want a fat pocket, I mean, fuck, who? For real, who doesn't want one?
That's major motivation right there.
Yeah, for sure. And, well, So what would you say? What would you say that makes you guys kind of like who you are today? Like, what kind of shaped you into being where you're at, like right now in this present time?
The struggle, man, what we went through as growing up. Like we're not rappers, man. We grew up as gang members before anything, So, we went through a lot of struggle just in that lifestyle, Just in that lifestyle, like we all, been down before, And that shit don't feel right. It feels like, when you're stuck in a situation where you don't know what the future holds after that, then it feels fucked up. But when you have a talent that at the end of the day can probably help you get out of that struggle, then that alone kind of like gives you kind of puts you in a position where you want to, hey, like let's try it out, let's see if it's gonna work,
Yeah. Okay. And so can you tell me about the G House? And what does the G House mean to all of you?
Yeah, that's where we all grew up at. From the get-go.
Yeah, so V.O.T.G has that G House mixtape, and the idea of that is that G House is where we all grew up. Like, most of us, like the ones that are family, me, V.O.T.G, Little Trust, Big Trust, T Beats, my brother Big Silent, Big B from Ghetto Lifers, and then and everyone else that's here have, they grew up going to that, going to there, So it's right in our neighborhood. That was our old house, and it's right in our neighborhood. And we went through a lot of stuff right there, like like when we were gang banging, and when the cops used to chase us and all that, and all that used to happen, in that house.
And also the reason why I named it the G House, because like I think in 2002 or something, our uncle Big Silent, he gated the gate had a big ass fucking G, a old English G, the capital one. So every time they used to stop us, the cops used to be like, "Oh, you're the one that live in that G House, huh?" Like all that had a meaning as well, because they had a big ass. That's the inside gate, to go in the house, so you could straight out see a big ass G. So that was one reason,
But that G, the G has a meaning because our neighborhood, our gang is the ghetto. Like we bang the ghetto gang. So that G means our hood. So like when they built that fence in my house, and my brother put that G on the gate. He just did it because everyone knew that was the G. Everyone knew that the G's live in there, So, everybody called it the G House.
Yeah. Okay. And I was gonna ask you guys on on the beginning of the V.O.T.G video, there's kind of like a younger homie, like I don't know what you call it, like beatboxing or doing something in the beginning.
Yeah.
And it kind of seems, is that someone, that's family, or it kind of seems like you guys are showcasing him in a way?
I put it like this. That was recorded in 1993. So this is before YouTube. This is before anything, before the internet, all that. Before all that people now do, like we were doing that since the early 90s. Like we will record ourselves messing around, like what everyone does now on YouTube to clown around and be funny and all that. We used to do that back in the days. We always stood with a camera. Like my brother B from Ghetto Lifers, he always had a camera. He's always had a camera since early 90s, late 80s, and we got old footage. So that footage, that's my homeboy. He was a clown, like he was a comedian. Like I put it like this: if those times were now, he'll probably be a comedian right now, like like doing his thing. But he's a little older now. But yeah, he was just clowning, like he was just clowning, being funny when he did that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And So you that was something like you recorded yourself, and then you guys just decided to throw that in the video.
Yeah, we just added it because honestly, like our Ghetto Lifers page, the way we began that was by us posting old footage of the hood and just putting music behind it, or my brother would put my old music behind old footage like that. And our Ghetto Lifers page on YouTube was just based on old footage like that. And people like to see that because this is the 90s. So a lot of people don't know exactly how what was going on in those times, because everyone right now, this generation is a lot younger, so they don't know about the 90s. So when we put videos like that out, they're like wow, it gives them a glimpse into that era,
Yeah, well, it caught my eye, that's why I had to ask about it. I was like, dang, and it looks old, like I'm not young myself, so, I was like, wow, shit, that's pretty cool. I like that. So, is there anything you guys want to tell? We got all the people up in here, like, showing you guys love and shit on these comments, and like, what do you guys want to tell your family, your supporters, whoever here is here supporting you right now?
Appreciate it to the footage.
Appreciate everybody watching.
Hell yeah.
Everybody
big shout out to everybody in the live right now.
Hell yeah.
100%. We right here, man. Everybody appreciate y'all, man, for y'all time. All that shit, man. Love right here.
Yeah, because honestly, like, we don't really, it's not that we don't want to do lives or that we don't want to do interviews. No, it's just that, we'd be so busy with the music that, we're not, and then we're old school. We're not really, where we go live all the time, or where we're always, recording ourselves and all that. We're more into, just, hey, man, we're here working, but we understand that, the people want to see and talk to us, or they want to ask us questions, and, and we love that. That's why we did this with you, and we, whatever other interviews we've done is because we do understand that, the people want to know about us. They want to know what we're doing. They want us, to tell them what's new. And hey, I'm all for it too. I know we all are. That's why we're all here right now, because we know that that it's part of the game. And at the same time, hey, like I said, back in the days, we didn't have social media, and it was hard.
Yeah.
It was harder to promote yourself. And right now, it's like, you don't even need a record label. If you're really talented, hey, there's social media to promote yourself. Everything's there, man. And I think we know all that. So we're gonna do what we gotta do, and well, that's why we're here.
Well, fuck, I wanna be like so thankful, that you guys did this with me. Fucking shout out to fucking all of you in the V.O.T.Gs, your producers and whoever does your visuals, everybody, so fuck, thank you guys. I really appreciate, you guys fucking taking the time to just sit here and chat with me for a bit.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you for your time, man, and everything,
And we keep that shit ghetto too.
Yeah,
shout out everybody that's gonna watch.
Yeah, we didn't wanna shut it down. That's why we let's just do it this way. I know a lot of people tripping out where is she? Well, how can we hear her but we don't see her? But yeah, we had to go this route because we're having problems with the phones. But we didn't want to shut it down, So this worked out. It worked out real good, actually.
Yeah, for real. And so I think we might have 5 minutes left. I don't know. Usually the live time's out in an hour.
Yeah.
And so I got a couple quick questions. If you guys want to answer those while we got some time.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Okay. So 501s or Dickies?
501s.
501s. I live by it, man.
All right. And Chucks or Cortez?
Chuck Taylors.
Come on, man. You know damn well there ain't no money, man.
We're in Chucks.
No, I ain't Chucks right now.
Bam! We're shitting about him.
Shit all over his shoe.
Prison edition.
All right, and gold or silver?
Gold.
Gold.
All right, In-N-Out or Fat Burger?
In-N-Out. Are you bullshitting? We're going tonight. We're going
After this.
You be
All right,
watching us too much, huh?
And iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
I got an Android.
Even though there's a couple of Android users here.
We
got Androids and Obama phones out here.
All right, and Nike or Adidas?
Nike.
Nah, I don't know about that.
And and oldies or G-Funk?
Both.
You gotta do both.
All these in the morning, G-Funk at night.
Para planchar real quick.
We do both. When we sample, we do both.
We hear oldies when you iron our socks. Nah.
That's every day.
All right, and Boys in the Hood or Menace to Society?
They both banging. They both banging. They both got their.
And some.
Yeah.
Both and some.
Both and some. All right.
More romantic than that's that gangster.
And tattoos or piercings?
Piercing.
Come on.
Tattoo.
How you gonna do it like that?
I don't think no one has a piercing right here. Well, I don't know about credit.
Come on, Tito. You better not pop out with no belly button.
Let me see your belly button.
Tito. T-Beats got a belly button.
That's what's up. And
Disrespectful.
Lakers or Raiders?
Shit.
Lakers. What the fuck?
Lakers are Raiders.
Lakers they don't be right here.
Hey, what the fuck?
Cowboys, man.
Lakers. All right. And sunrise or sunset?
Sunset.
I kind of like the moonlight.
When do the freaks come out?
I kind of like the moonlight.
Oh my god. Okay. And Foot Locker or Champ Sports?
Shoe warehouse.
Real sales.
Swap meet.
Swap meet.
Swap meet.
I said swap meet.
Slicing.
Downtown alleys.
The alleys downtown.
Ross. Ross out here.
Ross. Jordans for $30 at Ross.
Hey, why do you have shoes there? I don't give a fuck.
Hell yeah. I fucked with Ross. Hell yeah.
For this.
We're from the ghetto. You gotta
And Ice Cube or Dr. Dre?
Ice Cube.
Ice Cube. I'll put it like this: you got producers and rappers right here, so like the rappers are gonna
we
say.
listen to both.
Yeah, the rappers gonna say Ice Cube. The producers gonna say Dr.
Well, I
Dre.
mean, I'm a producer and rapper, so I listen to both.
Yeah.
I listen to both.
All right. And last one, tequila or vodka?
Hennessy.
Cognac.
Hennessy.
Cognac. Brown water, no clear.
That's what's up. Well, fuck, you guys. That's all I got here for my interview. Like, this was awesome. You know, I'm happy that we could fucking make this happen. Thank you guys.
That's right. Cool, man. Thank you, and thanks to everybody that tuned in, that joined the live to see what's up with us, and much respect to everybody. Yeah, man. Like, we right here. We gonna stay right here. We gonna be here all night.
That's what's up. That's what's up, you guys. Much love to all of you.